Bandgang Biggs, what it is.
What's up with my boy, man?
Man, welcome home.
Appreciate it.
I think the last time, well, not the last time I was in Detroit, but I think like 2000, what was it, 15?
17.
17, okay, 2017. I think I did one of your last interviews before you went to jail.
Hell yeah. I was on house arrest and shit. You came through. Did the
Right.
interview.
And at that time, you was about 50 pounds lighter.
Man, hell yeah. Though I got big as hell with that bitch. Pushing still eating good, man. You know what that shit do.
Right. You know, I see when you came home, it was such a big deal. You know, your city was excited to see you. But when I first saw you, I was like, yo, this can't be the same dude I interviewed 3-4 years ago. Because you look totally different.
Yeah, hell yeah. I
A
done
lot
got,
of people say that.
nigga, yeah, hell. A lot of people say that shit. You feel me? I got bigger in that bitch. You feel me? A lot more mature in that motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit just changed.
Yeah. So in jail, what you do, 3 years?
Hell yeah, I did 36 months.
Okay. And that was that fed or?
Y'all fed.
Okay.
Shit went federal.
What were you doing? I mean, I know you ate a lot, but was you working out? Like, what did you do to really get so solid, behind, in jail?
Shit, I was working out a whole lot, damn near every day, sometimes 2 times a day for real, like working out, eating and shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga went on certain diets and shit like that.
Okay, so that was a plan for you. You wanted to get bigger, like you wanted to get more solid. Or
Yeah,
did it just
hell
happen
yeah.
like that
I
over
ain't gonna
time?
lie, look, I came home like 2:30, then that shit went downhill from there. I'm down there like 260 now, I ain't gonna lie. But shit, I've been getting
Okay.
back on my workout shit now, so you feel me? I'm gonna try to tone up a little bit. I just been eating all the shit I've been missing out on. Yeah.
Okay, so you just really just trying to catch up with everything you've been craving.
Yeah, hell yeah, something like that.
Okay, so you do. What was it like to do 36 months? Because especially in the internet era, things change every 6 months so fast.
Man, shit, really the whole time I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm thinking like, all right, bet, so boom. Fuck it, I catch a case, I'm gonna do like a year or two, you feel me? I'm gonna get a little slap on the back. But the whole time, they trying to split my melon just because I'm from Detroit and they want to set an example with me and shit. So when I catch that 36 months, I'm like, fuck. I'm thinking like, damn, 3 years a long ass time. But I ain't gonna lie, I ate that shit. When it did that shit, like it wasn't really bad at all. Like, you feel me? Once you get through it, you come home, it's like, damn, I'm home now. That shit be quick as fuck. Like, you won't even believe how fast it go. You feel me?
Now, when I talk to rappers and they do, time in jail, they say that, they may call a girl and that, when time goes by, she'll stop answering, or friends will stop answering the phone or sending money or writing you. Did you have to go through any of that? People changing as time went by?
I mean, hell yeah, you gonna go through that because there's gonna be a lot of people that lose hope. You feel me? That lose faith in you, and like when you're doing so much time, they can't see the end of the end of the tunnel. So there's gonna be a lot of people that drop off. You feel me? That jump out the car on you, but you feel me? You got to just keep pushing, and then just know and how you would plan for when you come home. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need nobody. You feel me? So.
Yeah. So, do you cut these people off, or do you realize that life keeps going out of jail too, and people have to live their lives as well?
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, it's like, all right, like as far as females, let's say it could be like, say it's a bitch that's close to you, you feel me? It's a woman that's close to you, you know what I'm saying? You might give her another chance, or you might tell her like, look, you gotta change, you feel me? You really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You might treat her a different certain type of way because she done already fucked up when she been in the situation. She ain't hold it down, you feel me? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You feel me? It's all about how you feel about that person.
Right.
And to the extent of how bad they jumped out the car on you, or how bad they did you while you was in there. You feel me? It's all about that. So, based off the way they acted when you was in there and when they was in the situation. Basically, that's the situation. So, based off how they acted when they was in that situation, that's how you gonna treat them. You know what I'm saying? But
Most
if they
definitely.
show you something when you come home, like, all right, look, I changed. I'm trying to do this for you. I'm trying to do that for you. You might use them to your advantage. You never know. You feel me? So it's all about your situation.
Right. How did you handle that behind bars though? Like, did it drive you crazy? Did it make you start writing music? Did it discourage you?
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I first went to jail, right? Okay, I did a month in a detention center. After that, I went to a camp. So I was at a camp for a whole year. A federal camp is like, okay, it's still prison, but it's like a prison outside of prison type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? You in that bitch, you got all kind of shit. You got phones in that motherfucker. You eating good. You eating McDonald's, all type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go get that type of shit. You ain't supposed to, but it's ways around the system. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be ways around the system. So, and that motherfucker, I'm living good, but I had got caught with a cell phone in that bitch, right? So I got put in a hole for a couple months, then I got shipped. That's when my bid really started. So I had to do another what? I did what? Another like year and a half and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when my bid really started. So that's when I started working out and shit like that because I was having a hard bid, you feel me? But it was really still a sweet bid, but it was a hard bid at the same time, you feel me? So that's when my shit really started.
So you could have been out a year sooner if you didn't get caught with the phone.
Nah, I won't say that. I could have been out a few months sooner, but I wouldn't have been out a whole year sooner. They only took, for me getting caught with that phone, the only consequence was staying in the hole for 2 months and losing like 2 months of good time, a month and a half of good time and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I talked to a lot of rappers who snuck phones in jail before and they never got caught. You got caught. Like, how does that happen? Did they do a random search or somebody snitch on you or
Nah, ain't nobody telling me, you feel me? Everybody was solid on the whole in the whole little spot because, well, for the most part, I ain't gonna say everybody, but for the most part, the niggas I fucked with was solid and shit. Ain't nobody telling me. It was some niggas was in the back smoking and shit, right? So the CO get up because he smelled the weed and shit like that. So he walk around looking for who got the weed and shit. But the whole time he come down my range first because my range was the closest to his office. So he come down my range, boom. We got a lookout. We paying this nigga like $30 a day to look out. You know what I'm saying? Little white nigga, you know what I'm saying? His people weren't looking out for him that much. So we paying a nigga like $30 a day to look out for us. But the nigga was blow. He was tripping. He was off some other shit. So he ain't even say shit. We had like a code when the police walk on the, you feel me? We had a code. It was like, what's for dinner or some shit like that. So the nigga ain't say shit though. So the police walk right past my room. He see me. So the nigga stop. He do a double take and he see me on the phone and shit. You feel me? Pop me.
oh man.
Yeah, on some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, the nigga even felt bad about sending me to the hole because I was such a good nigga in that motherfucker, you feel me? But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit happened, so boom. It was like whatever, you know what I'm saying? I had to eat that shit.
I know a phone in jail, it helps time speed up, right?
It helped time speed up and go slower.
Why would you say go slower?
Because the shit be like, all right, so you seeing all the shit that's going on in the outside world. So you damn near living two lives. Cause when you in jail, you living a whole nother life. You feel me? It's a whole nother
Mm.
world. So if you on the phone and you seeing all these bitches, you seeing all these niggas turning up with these hoes and this money and all this shit, you like, damn, I can't wait to get back to that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit fuck you up. But at the same time, it's better because you can FaceTime your people, FaceTime your kids and shit.
I mean, but without the phone too, it's like you said on the flip side of that is like you don't got that pressure on you. Cause it's like when you on the phone, it's like you said, it's kind of like it reminds you of what you're missing out on. But when you
Yeah.
don't have a phone, it's like what you don't see, you don't miss type shit.
Right, exactly. That shit kind of fuck you up. Having a phone really fuck you up because you want to do your time and get that shit out the way and come home. Like you feel me? You can have a phone. I don't, man. If I had to do it all over again, I have a phone again. Like you feel me? But that shit really do fuck your time up. But who gonna not have a phone if they can have a phone in that bitch? Like anybody gonna get that motherfucker? You feel me? Because
Yeah,
you do what you want to do. You feel me?
yeah.
So
I interviewed another Detroit rapper. He told me the same thing about the cell phone shit. And I think he said he bought his phone for like a couple grand or some crazy shit. Like, is
nah,
that how
them
much
bitches
that
do
shit
be
really run?
expensive. Yeah, them bitches be real expensive. I ain't gonna lie, but Where I was at, I was getting them motherfuckers my damn self, so I ain't have to pay no nigga for the bitches. I'm getting them. I'm the nigga that's charging that for the motherfuckers. Like, you feel me? So, you feel me? That shit was sweet.
Yeah. So what's changed the most? You get out of jail, you do 36 months. What changes the most when you get out?
Shit would change the most. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of shit changed. Like, I'm seeing so much different shit that I wasn't seeing before I went in that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing new up and coming rappers, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing all type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing all type of shit. Then my life changed for sure. My life changed for the better. Like, I ain't really in the streets and shit like that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still fuck around, dip and dab, but I ain't in that shit like how I used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a brain now and shit like that. Like, I could think better. And like, I don't know. Like, I just do shit different now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my life changed for the better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I really needed that experience.
Yeah.
That shit really matured me and showed me it's a different side of life than just all that other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like society? Was it like because sometimes people get out of jail, they got to learn how to drive again.
I definitely was sloppy as hell on the road. I ain't gonna lie. I'm driving. I'm looking dumb as hell on the road. I'm like, let me tighten up. I had to definitely learn how to drive again. I knew what to do, but I had to tighten up on that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And also some people say it's weird like when you see women out, or it's kind of weird to approach women because I don't know, like is that a thing too? Was that kind of
Yeah.
weird, like dealing with certain women and or approaching women when you see them, or
Nah, that's definitely true. They ain't lying about that shit. Cause you don't, and you fuck with a woman in that motherfucker, nigga. They gonna have something for your ass. You feel me? Then
right,
you do
right,
all that time, you get out and see bitches just walking around freely. You be like, what the fuck? Like that shit
right.
fuck
That's
your
what I
head up at
heard.
first. Yeah, you gotta readjust. I'm just not really readjusting to this shit. Like, you feel me? Thanks to my brothers, everybody. You feel me? Pull me in. Like, look, this how we doing this. This is what we doing this. You feel me? Got me back
Yeah,
adjusted to the world type shit.